So, you know those hauls with a backstory? This is definitely one of those. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Leon and welcome back to the Nerd Lounge. Today I'm doing another manga haul. I haven't bought manga in ages for myself, and this particular one has a pretty complicated backstory. So I was researching some manga that I wanted to purchase, and on Google it popped up with an ad for a website called BUUKS, spelled BUUKS.co.uk, and the book was extremely cheap. So I went on the website, had a look through, and everything seemed like this book was going to be half price or somewhere around there, and there were no downsides. We'll put no downsides in speech marks. So I go onto Google, look at some reviews, and basically the way this website works is if you purchase anything on their website, you get this special discounted price with free delivery, but then they tack on a £15 membership fee for any purchase within the same email. And it's basically this membership that gives you the discount. Now, for the majority of people, this is a huge scam, and the company are making away with a lot of people's money. Whilst it is kind of obvious on the website that you do need to sign up for this membership, it isn't like clear and brandished, and it's not on the checkout screen or anything like that. So they are a bit scummy, and in that regard, I do not support them at all. However, Leon with his big brain thought, if I order loads of manga and I pay my £15 membership, then all of the ones that I'm getting, I think everything is 37% off or cheaper, then I'm saving X amount of money after that £15 membership fee. And that's exactly what I did. So just before we get into the actual books that I picked up, let me preface, BUUKS is a very scummy company who are making away with a lot of people's money. There's no refunds, nothing like that. However, if you are big brain and you're going to make a big manga order, then it is worth getting the membership, because you pay £15, but like my overall saving was like £60 after the £15. So in that regards, it's extremely well priced, and yeah, it's good. It's also really easy to cancel. I literally cancelled it the day after I got it. I had to pay the £15, but I still get the whole month of the membership, and it was like all fine. So yeah, let's get into the books. Too big. Okay, first up, we're gonna do the one that's on the top, because that would be the easiest one to do. And that is Solanin by Inio Asano. Now, if you haven't read my recent manga recap video, then you wouldn't know. I had started Goodnight Punpun and really enjoyed it. And this is another story by Inio Asano. It's probably his second most famous work. So yeah, I thought I would just grab it. It's only a one-shot, so it's really easy to collect. And it's by an author who is kind of world-renowned. I'm sure it is pretty good, and I'm looking forward to reading it. So next up is 2 volumes of a series that I need to catch up on, as in I'm not all the way up to date on buying them, and that is My Hero Academia 25 and 26. I'm not caught up on the series yet in reading it, but I'm getting very close. I have about maybe 10 volumes after this to catch up on, and I really enjoy it. I love My Hero Academia. It's definitely one of my favourite series that I've read, so I needed to grab these, and they were, again, as we've spoken about, extremely cheap. So like, how could you turn it down? We've got Downfall. This one is sealed, which probably means there's some funny business going on in here. I'm worried. But yeah, this is another one. I believe I've seen a couple of manga tubers talk about this. It's not like the best work out there, but it was like £4 after the discount, and I just wanted to add enough stuff to justify the payment. So yeah, I typed in Inio Asano and grabbed everything they had in stock from him. So yeah, this one, I believe it's about a mangaka. It is indeed, and it's kind of just depressing. It's kind of just a depression manga, and I believe it's about this gentleman here's downfall, I guess. I'm sure at some point I will be talking about it in What Manga Have I Been Reading? So yeah. Here we go. Another series that is just phenomenal that I need everyone to read, that I'm also going to get called a furry for, is Beastars. So this gets me almost up to date. They didn't have the latest volume in stock, but this is volumes 8, 9, and 10 of Beastars, which now I have everything up to number 10. Beastars is a series that it's kind of like Zootopia, Zootropolis, depending where you're from, the Disney film, in that it's a world where everyone is animals, it's anthropomorphic. think is the word. And it follows Legoshi, who is a wolf, and kind of his adventure through the world. Adventure? What a stupid way of describing it. It follows his life in the world as a carnivore in this kind of world where carnivores are now being seen as more dangerous. It's really freaking good. I don't know how to recommend it enough. So this gets me almost up to date. Gutted they didn't have the last one. They do have the spin-off though, so I may pick that up before my month is over. But yeah, B stars 8, 9, and 10. Also, this artwork, I love it. I love it. We're actually just blitzing through, and I hate it. Goodnight Pun Pun. Volumes 4 and 5, leaving me with just 2 volumes left to complete this whole series. This was all they had in stock. I had to get them. It was the first thing on my list to look for on the website, and it was actually what I came to the website for, because I want to finish the series before I continue reading it, because if I can't get 6 and 7, it's just going to be a pain. Volumes 4 and 5, these are both sealed, so once again, there's going to be some funny business going down in these. Goodnight Pun Pun is fantastic, and there'll be the video up in one of the corners where I talked about the first volume, but Goodnight Pun Pun's great, and I can't wait to get my teeth into the series. So these are 2 volumes that they had in stock. Cool. And now the last thing is a series. I grabbed as much of it as they had before realizing that the stuff they didn't have is just impossible to find anywhere, which is a big pain in the ass. So I'm gonna have to wait to even start reading it, which is a shame. However, I did pick it up, and that is Naoki Urasawa's Monster. If you watched my manga that I've been reading video, you will know that I have started reading 20th Century Boys. In fact, I have literally 1 volume left, and I'm reading it tonight, and it is fantastic, amazing, cannot recommend it enough. Literally my favorite manga that I've read. So of course I had to get Monster. I do have volume 1. I have not got volume 2 because it's basically impossible to get, but I picked up a lot of the rest of the series from these guys. So this is Monster volume 3, volume 4, volume 5. We're in order so far. Volume 6 and volume 9, leaving 2, 7, and 8 for me to pick up, which are extremely hard to get. It's very annoying. So my current plan with Monster is I'm going to read volume 1 at some point. I might finish up some of my other series first. And then if I haven't got volume 2 by the time I've finished it, I will read volume 2 online and then read up to volume 6. And then I'm going to buy volume 2 later on to obviously complete the collection. Monster is another series by Naoki Urasawa. It's also Naoki Urasawa's best series in a lot of people's eyes, which is insane to me because 20th Century Boys is so good. I cannot wait to read this. Literally cannot wait. I know very brief synopsis is that the main character is a doctor, I think, and he saves a serial killer, murderer, psychopath. He saves his life as a doctor, and it's kind of how he atones for that. It's the idea of you've saved someone's life because that's your job and you're a good person for doing that, but also the person you've saved is the epitome of evil, so that's kind of very frustrating, I guess. And that's what the series is about. I think it's a murder mystery, detective, psychological thriller sort of deal. I think that's what it is. But I cannot wait to read this, and I really want to get volumes 2, 7, and 8, just so that I can read it all in one go. We will see. Hopefully, I'll finish up B-Stars and Goodnight Pun Pun, and then, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get a hold of the other stuff. And that's it for the haul. I know there wasn't a huge amount of manga compared to my other hauls where I've got 100+ volumes, but I wanted to talk about the website that I used. I wanted to kind of delve a little bit deeper into who they are and what they do and why they're a bit scummy. And also I grabbed some manga. I know I shouldn't be supporting a company like that. However, I've not got the most money at the moment because of all of this. So getting cheap manga is getting cheap manga. Oops. But yeah, have any of you guys used the website books.co.uk? And also, what have you guys been hauling recently? Do you know where to get Monster Volume 2, 7 and 8? Because I have no idea. And if you wanted to talk about any of the series that I've picked up, then leave a comment down below and we can continue the discussion over there. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're enjoying the content. I'm trying my best to bring more content to you guys on a regular basis. I'm trying my best. That is not a promise, okay? But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the stuff that I've brought out in the last couple of weeks. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, night, whatever it is when you're watching this. My name's been Leon. This is the Nerd Lounge. Now I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.